Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? This week here, we're going over pretty much like I said last week. This is going to be episode 5 of the podcast here. So we are going over 3 topics today. It's very similar to last week. So topic 1, we are going to be going over the matchups from last week for LCS. What we thought of our predictions, how we did, how we didn't do, any surprising matchups, things like that we weren't expecting. Like, were there any close games that we thought we were just going to be stomps on one side, things like that. Topic 2, we will be going over our fantasy. And I'll have that pulled up on the screen so you guys can all see that as well, just to see how everybody did. There are actually quite a few surprises in regarding to how our league actually started out first week rather. And then last topic here is we're just going to be going over this weekend's games. So this is again week 2 of LCS. So we'll just be going over the matchup predictions. If we think any good games are going to come out, if we think teams are going to get stomped, things like that. And yeah, we'll just take it from there. So with that said, let's go ahead and we will hop into Discord and see what everybody is up to.
So he's gonna look at the podcast again.
Alrighty, what's up, everybody?
Hey there.
Damn, Dan, that hair. That's why I wear a beanie, man. I can't style mine worth shit.
I'm going through it, man.
Yeah.
I'm having a very bad day.
Yeah.
I'm in no mood.
Good.
Today is one of the worst days that I have had in a very long time.
Don't worry, I'll send some RP your way.
I'm 0-1. I'm at the bottom. I'm looking up. It's so hard.
Meanwhile, Vicky's over there with a crown on her head. Like, okay. Goddamn.
All I wanted was a win.
Yeah. Oh well. You'll be fine, Dan.
I won. You sucked in.
Alright, so yeah, we'll get all into that here in a little bit. But to start off, like I said, I actually want to go over our predictions from last week, see how we did. Thankfully, Dan actually made a pretty neat little graphic here, so I'm going to get that pulled up now. So I appreciate that, Dan. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But I'm going to go ahead and get that pulled up on my side here. So this is essentially our predictions. So Trent was actually on top this week. Went 8-2. Surprisingly.
Hey.
And then I came in second. I was 6-4 with predictions. Then Dan and Vicky tied for third. Went 50%. So pretty shocking there.
Honestly, this is not a very good week for me overall.
Yeah, no, I figured you would smash the predictions here. Honestly, I figured you and me were going to be pretty close. The fact that Trent actually predicted one of the games that we were all like, oh, I forget who it was.
The LG Fly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we all went CLG for that one except for him.
Yeah, and FlyQuest came out on top. There was another game that he called right too, and I don't exactly remember what it was. I think it was. Oh, was it the Dignitas game? No.
I think it was EG Cloud9.
Oh yeah.
Cloud9 yeah. We were all thinking Cloud9.
Yeah, we're thinking EG, hard smash, easy peasy.
Oh yeah, EG.
Oh,
yep,
C9.
Cloud9 is 2-0. Same with 100 Thieves.
And then TL is freaking. I don't even want to look at them.
They're 1-1. They're sitting honestly not that bad. Although Dignitas is 2-0 though. Which,
I think that's a surprise for a lot of people.
yeah.
I did. No,
I mean,
Dignitas
to be
is
fair,
good.
Jose Diodo is carrying that team hard.
That's like, I think a lot of the analysts had FlyQuest as like 10th place for the
Yeah.
season.
Really?
Yeah, but
Lower
like then
than
again,
GG?
it's still, yeah, like they actually had higher hopes for Golden Guardians with Pride Stalker coming over from the EU Masters, Licorice being like at least, I'd say usually a top 4 top laners. So it's like Pride Stalker is like one of the best
he's
EU
not-
Master junglers. The
he's
place
not
all have
GG
popped
though.
off.
You know
Yeah,
what I
so
mean?
yeah, that's that's it's weird with that team.
I don't. Why was
because-
he Pride Stalker in LEC though? You know.
He was in EU Masters, then he got the contract over from Golden Guardians. I think it's because they originally wanted to get, I think it was Malrang, the rogue jungler,
Okay.
but he was basically like, no, I'm going to rogue. Like, I am not playing in NA, let alone for the Golden Guardians. So they kind of were like, they wanted to import a jungler, and the only one that could really afford, because like Golden Guardians is not a super heavy spending team, so the fact that they even got Pride Stalker, who at one point, whenever he first made his pro appearance, it was on Rockhat, which was in the LEC before it was the EU LCS, and he actually popped off. Although the team was kind of shit, he did really well and caught a lot of attention, but he kind of just like didn't improve, but like the other people have. So like, of course, he was getting like leaped. So EU Masters, the LFL French League, a lot of the people, now that they have like a lot more developmental areas, it's so much harder to stay on top, especially with LEC going franchising.
Yeah. Is it like the LFL? Is it even worth it?
The LFL is cool, although they do not have English commentary, which sucks. Really wish they did.
Now, is the LFL able to compete in Worlds?
No, they are kind of like the EU Masters and the LFL are basically like academy for LEC.
Gotcha. Okay.
Except they're not like part of the teams. Like there's Vitality B, that's in LFL. Their players can't play in LEC because they're contracted to LFL.
Gotcha.
Or if it's EUM, they don't have any teams for LEC as well. So,
Gotcha.
although a lot of the teams, at least right now, BDS, they have a lot of last year's K Corp LFL team on their roster. Maddie, Adam was on that team at one time. I think Nuclear Int was in there as well, but yeah.
Okay.
Lessons with Dan on the Riot Chill podcast.
Yeah. So again, surprisingly, like I said, Trent came out on top. Was not expecting that at all. Was there any surprises that you guys had when watching the games? I don't want to go over specific champs or anything like that just yet. I want to save that until next topic. But just like overall, like, was there any games that you thought, oh, hey, that's gonna be an absolute stomp, and then it like flipped? Like for me, I think me and Dan are kind of on the same page here. Probably Vicky too. Because Trent was the only one that gets it right. The EG versus Cloud9 game. Oh yeah, I thought Cloud9 was gonna lose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
And I think that was Sunday's game. Yeah, that was Sunday's game. And like, so yeah, I didn't expect them to win. All I'm gonna say, church is in session, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But goddamn, yeah. Honestly, I thought EG was honestly, I thought they were gonna stomp. just because of how they were playing in lock-in. I mean, they were shit. What were they? Top 2, top 3 in lock-in. I mean, I know Team Liquid won, thank God. but still,
EG was the second team in lock-in. I think Cloud9 was in.
third or fourth.
Yeah, they're in the 3-4.
So I mean, honestly, I thought, okay, it's just going to be a repeat. Because there wasn't a week break or anything in between. As soon as lock-in ended, boom, next week, hey, first week of LCS. So,
Yep.
I figured it was just going to be a continuation with that. And then the CLG FlyQuest game was, honestly, I have to say, is another one too, because we were all wrong except Trent.
No,
Trent
that
picked
game
FlyQuest.
that game was very close. It was in CLG's
game
favor for like.
was a lot of fun to watch.
Dude, I'm here in my living room. I have the game going on my TV. I'm here with my laptop, like, okay, we got this. And I'm watching this game. I'm like, yo, what is going on? Like, I thought this game was gonna be like, a good 30-minute game. I was like, okay, cool. But dude, it was just like,
No,
and
it
the
was
game.
so back and forth. It was like,
But
oh,
that
you
was
got
actually
Barrett, cool,
really-
we'll take Drake. Oh, you got a tower, we got a tower. Oh, you got
Like,
3
it was
kills,
like a
we
back
got
and
3
forth.
kills. I'm like, holy
Dude.
shit.
The funny thing about that game is it was what, like 50 some minutes, almost 60.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Both 80 carries in that game died a combined 2 times.
Yeah.
Both.
They both died once
Yeah.
in that whole game. That was, I think it was a 30, it was like a 30, 35 kill game.
Dude,
And they died once. And
That
that's
just-
insane.
That just goes to show you 80 carry does nothing this patch.
Where it
Well,
shows
to be
it
fair,
shows you
'cause
that
in that
positioning
game-
matters.
In that game, Johnson absolutely popped off. He was
That
he was
is
on
very
Jin. He
good.
just he went 11-1-6 that game, and he was a beast.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, 80 carry
It's just
Not as- not as impactful as it used to be.
It's a good
No,
game. It's
support's
actually
more
set-
impactful now.
Well, yeah, it's because support is. It should have always been support.
Usually-
Exactly.
Now bot lane, it's usually a 1v1, and then there's 2 junglers, basically the support and
Yeah.
jungle.
Everybody used to always praise the 80 carry, and the support never got anything. 80 carry could be 15-0, and the support's 0-15. And they'll be like, "Good job, ADC. Way to play the game." And then us support players, okay, I can't say us anymore because I don't play support anymore. But
I do.
when I was, you just have to sit there quietly and just be like,
Didn't do shit.
they do not. They are not doing this to me. I deserve this praise, but you know what? It's whatever. It's whatever.
Leave it be.
Now it's gotten to the point that you're now seeing multiple supports in a single freaking game.
Dude.
So it's right now. Actually, this is a good transition point here. Anyway, fantasy this week, kind of nutty. Dan was not expecting to lose, but he did. He lost to Trent.
80 carry diff.
Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Although to be fair, Dan had the jungle diff.
Hey, that was only it,
for
right?
this
Listen.
week. But god
Listen.
damn. And then somehow Vicky came out on top with the most points out of all of us. So not just us 4, but then the 2 randoms that we're playing with
Mhm.
too. She came.
It was
out with
that
the
day
most
2.
Points.
That day 2
Separate,
was
yeah.
insane.
That
I think
day
I did the
for-
math on it. Her day 2. If you put her day 2 compared to my entire week, I beat her by 5 points.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
She had over
I know.
210 points
Dude,
in one day.
I prayed.
Yeah.
Okay, I prayed when I was watching on Saturdays and Sundays. Like, I was like, I need to do things, but I need to stay glued to this TV because I need them to win. And dude, I had
it was
oh my
really
God.
nutty. So
Sunday morning, I woke up and I saw the scores. And I'm thinking, oh boy,
there's no
there's
way
a
Vicky's
crush in
coming
there.
back.
Yeah, like, and
Yeah,
I
it
think
was-
even Tyler, you were behind as well.
I was behind like 40, 50 points.
Yeah, Trent
Yeah,
was
it was-
behind by like 10. It's like, and I had a feeling it was going to be either him or I would be like the only one of the four of us to go, like, to actually win. Let alone day 2 happens and I'm the only one that loses.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
the
it
only
was
one in the
nuts.
lead.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I gotta
Tactical.
say, my team was pretty good except POE that week.
Listen,
So
it was not all tactical, okay?
He
I
got me
mean-
13 points.
I mean,
wait,
to,
did you
to be
pick your
fair,
It-
To be
I
fair,
wish
my
I could
jungle-
I wish I could show them the points. You know, for each.
Tactical
each
got me
team, but I can't.
13 points combined.
hey, 14.13. This Hansama got me 82.59, but like that's not besides the point.
How's that beside the point?
Bro.
That's exactly the point.
I said it's not besides the point.
That
You know-
gap.
Do you know how much points POE gave me?
5.
POE. 3.
Yeah.
Dude, that means
Whole
you-
week?
3.44 for the week.
You had like 80 on everybody else then.
No, I had 100 almost on everybody else.
Dude, that's a lot.
So unfortunately, I can't show you guys like the individual points for each player, which is that's kind of bullshit, but whatever. But anyway, so I beat one of the randoms, 295 to 259, and then Vicky came out on top with the most points at 339 against Mr. Fish, again another random at 305, and then Trent kicked Dan's ass. Pretty. I don't know. What was the difference here in points? Was it 80 carry?
Look at it, yeah.
I think it
look
was
at
80
That's why I'm
carry
asking.
Mm.
and
80 carry, I got 83 points on Hansama. Tactical got 14.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because
That
Trent
hurts.
had 305 and Dan had 240. So I mean, in terms of how it is, looking at an overview, 4 of us had pretty damn close games, and then there's Trent, Dan, which is weird. So like for me, like I was up by was that 45 points or 35, 40 points. Vicky was up 35, 40 points.
30.
Yeah, and then Trent and Dan's game is like an 80 difference, 70 difference. But I mean that really does show you though. It's really matchup heavy, I would say. Because I mean, shit, I wish I could look at Trent's team, but I can't. Unfortunately.
Here, I'll tell you.
Well, I mean, I can just look at draft again. But so I mean, he had Santorin, right? You know, Hansama, Fudge, Summit, Affirmation. I mean, if you're looking at these games, and with the results that we had, you know, from last week, matchup-wise, it really wasn't that bad for Trent's team. You know, it wasn't no
Winner
like,
of the week
yeah. I mean, I'd say the only one that was pretty
has
difficult,
changed.
I'd have to say, is Trent's mid laner Fudge going against EG last week. But I mean, hell, even that was still came out on top. So,
Fudgy just better.
but-
You know, people who just pick up Fudge 3rd round pick is really good
Right.
at fantasy.
If you guys don't mind, I actually would like to have you guys look at your last week's matchup on the app for a second. I just want to see what everybody's most like. What was the player on your team that had the most points for the week? And then we can kind of compare it after this week's and see if it still remains out on top or not. So, like for
Let's do
me,
it.
my most points, surprisingly, was actually Neo, my 80 carry from Dignitas. He gave me 121 points.
isn't that your last pick?
That was my last pick. Yeah, last pick was Neo, 80 carry. I'm like almost positive it was my last pick. Let me look. It was. Neo was my last pick on draft. So, and then I was against the new guy. Again, he's one of the randoms that we invited.
Oh, wait, pull up Vicky's screen. She has scores.
Oh, you have scores? Fantastic.
She has player scores.
My player scores up.
Yeah.
Let me know if this goes down.
Give me
So.
a second.
Everybody be quiet. We're about to get a master class on how to
On how to draft.
pick. Yeah, here we go.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. This is how you do it, guys. Okay. So honestly, I was really scared of Mr. Fish's team. It was, yeah, he was a pretty good pick, except his top laner, which I don't know what happened. But guys, you see, this is the beauty of having this name as well, and then this score to go along. But
How do I play
The
Vicky?
most points on your team was FBI.
no, my most points was. Yeah, it was FBI. FBI was the one that gave me the most points.
Mm.
And then I got my ban. He banned my Jinx, and I picked Ezreal. Did not happen at all. He had Danny. Danny, actually, I was pretty scared of Danny when he played Zeri. Dude, I was.
Danny's really good this year.
I was shitting
He's
bricks on my
really,
sofa.
really good.
But yeah, so Danny, he did get the pick for Jinx on Sunday, but they did lose. So,
Got lucky on that one.
I did get lucky. That was actually pretty lucky right there.
Yeah, but you did ban out Zeri too, or Jinx.
No, I didn't.
You banned
I-
out Jinx, so
I banned out Jinx, so I was pretty good. He picked Callista. I was like, really? Like, okay, I guess.
yeah.
My jungler, Blabber, first pick, guys, first pick is the jungler. This is the guy that's gonna do the do, okay?
Do the do.
Do the do. He did give me 76.4 points. He didn't pick any of the, champs that got banned or I picked. He did go Gwen, which, I can see it a lot happening either for a top lane or a jungle pick, But he did pick up his most prized possession, which was the Olaf on Sunday. That game was beautiful.
Just wait, Vicky. This always happens. He was so good early on, and then he falls.
Listen here, you gotta believe in Church 9, okay?
I got him.
Church 9.
I have two
Church
of them.
9.
That's why he has fudge.
So
Yeah.
he had
Just
River.
feed fudge cakes.
Mr. Fish had River, and I banned J4, and he also picked J4. So I was cracking up so hard. I was like, "Oh yeah, we knew this was gonna happen." I guess it just negated because nothing really changed. He got the same amount of points, so it just canceled out. So it was just a normal game, honestly. That one was pretty sweaty because I have Biofrost as their support for Dignitas, and I was like, hey, kill the jungler, leave the support. I was yelling that throughout the whole entire sofa. I was like, kill the jungler, leave the support, and I was yelling at Biofrost, go back to your lane, do not go in anymore, you're 10 HP, leave.
Bio's sitting there. He hears her in his ear, okay, I'll back.
God damn, woman, leave me alone.
She had to feed.
Exactly. And then of course, PoE. Let's not talk about this one. This one is
Yeah, I see
This
it
is
was
that-
4 points for the whole day.
this is that
God
child you
damn.
don't talk about. So we're just gonna skip over
Kind
because
of throw him in a corner.
I think my favorite part about that is the fact that to add insult to injury, you even lost 1.79 points because of the ban.
Yeah. Dan, how about
Yeah.
you though? What was your most points? Your
So-
player with most points. Just out of curiosity.
So I thought this team was bulletproof. I still think it is. I don't think at the moment My highest point was actually only 62.92 points. And
Okay.
shockingly enough, that was Abadage. That was with no bonuses.
Okay.
And then Tactical 14.13 with no bonuses
I
or
don't
bans.
think mine was with any bonuses either, but let me look.
Had a couple bonuses.
Mine might have been a bonus or two.
No, I take that back. I did
The
guess
double Hans.
I guessed the Ophelio's second game, and he ended
The
up
only
giving me-
one that Trent gets,
Yeah.
it's a double on Hans Sama.
Yeah.
That's all he needed, to be honest.
Yeah. So.
But I
Trent,
got
how many
the pick
points
for
did yours
Thresh.
have?
What's up?
82.59 for Hansama.
Okay, that was your most. Okay.
That double Jinx game. I did not think it was going to be Jinx.
Dude, Jinx
did.
is a monster right now because of how fast
Yeah.
her late game
I didn't
is.
think they let it through. But apparently, we're
Twice.
in NA. So.
Twice. Twice. Jinx is like
It's
perma-banned in LEC right now. It's
Imagine
weird.
having your 80 carry play Senna.
Yeah, well, to be fair, this is before the Senna nerf. The Senna nerf,
True.
so 80 carry Senna still gets like the insane amount of stacks. On top of the 80 carry items, it's kind of gross.
Yeah,
Um,
it's disgusting.
Now, regarding fantasy though, including picks and bans, I only had one pick that I got right on my team for the whole week. Bans though, I banned out I think 3, maybe 2 for my teams. Now, Church 9 though, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Amen.
Why did you do that, Vicky?
Church
Cut.
9 is
Church
kind of
9.
nutty.
Boy, hey, look at that, boys. You see that? In
So,
red, I am at the top.
Yeah,
Worst
I'm
team.
at the top.
you are at the top. Yeah, for worse.
Still number 1.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but
And as my reward, Trent did change his name for me.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
so-
did. That was one of the bets. So Trent changed his name now to TL Sucks. Which, surprisingly, though,
They do suck.
Yeah, Church 9 is 2-0, but not after this week. I highly doubt it.
No, they go 4-0.
No, I don't think that'll happen. But one thing though, like I said, we're still talking about Cloud9 here, so I mean, I gotta give LS props. Okay, he comes in as head coach, from Korea. LS, and I think Dan can attest to this too. LS is kind of like Caps in a way, but like how Caps is on EU, LS is now that for NA. When it just comes out to weird picks, off meta picks. I mean, hell, this Saturday, what was it? Was it Ivern mid Saturday?
It was the Ivern, yep.
Ivern mid
Yeah.
this Saturday, and then what was Sunday? Soraka? Was it
Sunday was
Mhm.
Soraka.
yeah,
Yep.
Soraka mid. I mean, and just the other day, I think it was maybe 3 or 4 days ago from today. Today's Friday, the 11th of February for us. Double Lift does a podcast similar to this, but he does it with he had LS on and Cadril. LS, there's a clip going around from that podcast where LS was literally talking to Faker about how OP Soraka is, whether you play her support, top, mid, whatever. Soraka is just insanely strong right now when it comes to a team fight meta. Apparently, during that conversation, Faker was actually sitting next to, I think it's Teddy. Was sitting next to Teddy, and all Faker did was just start grinning and was like, "See, I told you." And now for the past couple days, if you look at Faker's Korean solo queue account, was it Hide on Bush? It's
Hide on
nothing
Bush, yep.
but Soraka mid. It is nothing but Soraka mid. So I don't know. I mean, I get it. It's cool. You embrace the meta. But it's Soraka mid, man. Like,
It's
come
very
on.
funny because it's like
Faker.
a lot of
It's-
people are very surprised that the greatest player of all time in League of Legends thinks something is very strong. It's if he were to tell me, hey, you should play Shield Bow, Nashor's Tooth, CDR Boots, Randuin's, Ghostblade Gnar. It's the most OP thing ever. I'll go, okay.
Try it.
Okay, I'll do it. And I'd exclusively play that. It's like, I think people don't look at it because they're so... Okay, a lot of people in solo queue, at least people who are in like the lower elos, they feel they have to follow the meta. Whatever the pros play, I have to play. Oh, what's this? Whippo played Tryndamere top and was OP. I have to play Tryndamere. Or I have to play like Zeri or Aphelios and stuff like that. I can't play stuff like Caitlyn or Ashe or Callista. I can't play those champions because they're not played in professional.
And yet they lose. Because, you know
So-
what?
Yeah.
I have it
It's-
pulled up right now just out of curiosity here. So this was a Soraka mid game 4 days ago on Fakers. Went 3-4-18 and won that game. He's still gaining an insane amount of. So he's already in Challenger. He's at 584 LP as of an hour ago.
I'll never see that number.
So like he just hit Challenger because his average rating right now is still Grandmaster for his matchups. But I mean, he got 19 LP for that game. What's interesting, looking at this here, just looking at his previous games, so it looks like he queues up mid jungle. As his top, because he's got 145 games of mid, 45 at jungle. When he's playing jungle, it looks like his most played champs are actually, and it's kind of like the God-given three, Lee Sin, Viego, and Diana.
Speaking
Those
about
three.
his Lee Sin, there's actually a clip. It is Nemesis. He actually was playing solo queue and he had Faker as his jungle, and the dude was absolutely insane. He like came out of base. They lost the fight, and he just comes in and just cleans up with a triple kill, like just insane.
Yeah, that's kind of
Perfect prediction on everything. And it's like they say the older you get, the more like your mechanics fall out and whatnot. Like that's why like a lot of the really like the older players for League don't stay around too long, or like they need to get the fresh, mechanics in there. Like Faker's been around in the professional scene since season 3.
Yeah.
And he's been on top since season 3. Dethroned yet? No. One day, yes. But right now, no. And it's really cool to see. Like, I think I watched. It was one of the Faker streams where he played Lee Sin.
So,
Dude could just go on any pro team and jungle, and that team will have crazy results.
Yeah. What's funny is, so his highest win rate right now, including, so this is if you've played like 10 or more games, I'm basing this off, is actually Corki. He's only played 14 games of Corki, is a 71% win rate on it. Then his Victor, he's played 24 games on, 62.5. LeBlanc, he's played 20 games, 55%. Vex, I've been one to say it. Vex is still insanely strong. I don't know how
Yeah, she is.
people aren't playing her mid lane. I mean, she's like the go-to. Although she's very
she's
matchup specific, though, is what I've been told and I've heard through the grapevine. Like, you have to play her in the specific matchups, otherwise you just get shit on because you're immobile. Kind of like how Xerath is early game. You know, I mean, late game, who gives a shit? I mean, whether you're close or not, you're gonna one shot everybody anyway on Xerath. But I don't know. But yeah, she's still insanely strong. I will say though, for Quirky specifically, for Fakers, he's ranked 925 in the world on Quirky. Which to me that's just kind of nutty. But what's funny is looking at these here. So he's in the top 500 for, again, this is just Korea. He's in the top 500 of Victor players. Top 1,000 of Blanc, top 1,000 of X, top plays ranked 163 on Quirky on Korea. But I mean, it's just one of those things. Is he's been spamming Soraka mid to the point that I believe Mid Beast already has a video out of Faker playing Soraka mid already. So if you have not seen that video, I highly recommend it because I think even in that video he does go into more detail about that whole conversation of the podcast, like I mentioned before. But still, it's insane. Another weird pick that we saw that will not be happening again in the future, because I already know a bit of information thanks to Twitter. First game of yesterday. No, was it first game yesterday or last week or whatnot? We saw it, boys. We saw the Janna top. We saw the Janna top with Smite.
Was it
And
Janna?
I called it. I was like, I want to see some Janna top. The first game of the LCS.
It was the first pick lock-in too, I believe.
Yeah. But was it
for
top lane?
FlyQuest? Yeah, it was Kumo.
Yeah, and then
first game. I was like, dude, I called it. As soon as I seen it, I'm like, that's a Janna top. It was like first or second pick. They're like, oh, okay, it's Janna support, blah blah blah, and then they locked in. I forget what the support was that game, but it was like, oh shit, no, this is a Janna top with Smite. Like shit. I was just so pumped that I called it. That's all I wanted. I was like, I just want to see it once, and we seen it once. And then it was permaban the rest of the weekend. It was great. I was like, thank God.
And then FlyQuest tries to get freaking tricky with it.
I will say that pick is no longer going to be a thing. Riot has already released, I believe it was on Reddit as well, they put out a little post about it, and I seen through a couple developers' Twitter feeds, they are actively working on making sure that is not a thing anymore. Just because
let's kill Riot.
Well, it does what it does what Riot did not want it to do, and is abuse the new objective bounty system.
Then get rid of it.
I mean,
people are going to find a way to cheese it.
Yeah, I mean, they said they were going to investigate it a bit more before they change it, but I was like, what sort of investigate?
Yeah, it's like, it's simple. It doesn't work. It's too much. You're punishing people for playing well. Get rid of it. Like,
just make it
there's
so you
no
can't
reason.
buy a support item if you have Smite.
Yeah,
like that. That's literally that's all you have to do. Okay, yeah, Janna can play top lane, but why would we have Smite?
This has been the history.
She buys support item?
Yeah.
Yes.
You take support item, you farm in top lane till you're level 3, and then you literally just follow your jungler around. And the reason why it works is because anytime you go to gank or anything like that, the enemy team is always at a disadvantage because the top laner is still up top just CSing. And then because of that, the objective bounty system realizes that, oh, the enemy top laner is like 3 or 4 levels ahead, and there's a big gold difference, and not only a level difference. So then that it causes the objective bounties to spawn, mainly just towers or drags. So then your team then has priority on those objectives because you have a roaming top laner that can go anywhere. And with Janna, because of her new rework, the movement speed bonus, she can just literally go around anywhere. So you literally are in lane for the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
And
actually they were talking a lot about that on the dive. Dude, it was when I was listening to it, and I was just like, wow, that is insane. It's true, like that does put like, I mean, it's not unfair either, but it's like
when we and Dan looked at it before, in Challenger or like Master and above, Janna top with Smite has a, was it like 54+% win rate?
58.2.
Yeah.
It had a 58.
That's and it's not one of those like, oh, it's only been played like 400 or 500 times. We're talking like 50, 60, 70,000 times it was played, and you're still pulling a 58% win rate.
Yeah, we were
how it
looking
used
at,
to be.
Worldwide stats.
Yep, like a little history on some fun balancing numbers. Back in the day, it was pretty much cut and dry. If you had a champion that hit over a 55% win rate, they are getting nerfed next patch. That's simple. If they drop below 45, they're going to get buffed. Like Riot's buffing and nerfing system was so much easier. Like Sejuani, okay, so it's like we were talking about cheesing. It's like whenever Season 5, Riot releases Cinderhulk, new jungle item, which eventually became Sunfire Aegis. But you were able, if I recall, you were able to go Cinderhulk and Sunfire Cape at that time. So you're double burning. And you have a smite. So you just play a tank top, you take teleport and smite, and you have an OP ass tank that just does not die and deals a ridiculous amount of damage. You put a Mundo in there, the old Mundo, you proc W, you deal W damage, you deal damage from the Cinderhulk, and you deal damage from the Sunfire Cape. You just stand there in a 1v5. Don't attack anybody, just have your W on. You're going to kill somebody before you die.
It's funny you say that because that's exactly how Zac Jungle is right now.
Yeah, it's like everything is always going to be abused.
Because
these bounty systems are like, and it was a lot easier with the bounty systems because
I'm honestly surprised it took so long for people to figure this out.
I think it was like them trying to find the best possible way to do it, like find the meta on abusing. So
it's funny, it's not even Janna. You can do this with you can do this with Karma.
You can do it with Karma.
With Soraka.
Yeah.
You can do it with Sona.
You can do it with Ivern.
Is the thing now.
Ivern you can do it with. Yeah, like literally anybody. It wouldn't even really have to be like it beneficial if it is a support, because support items are very cheap compared to
really,
carries.
Really well with Leona, but not as much because normally you want to do it with the Enchanter supports because you get the bonus healing or the shielding. So Lulu top, Lulu mid. I mean, there's a reason why this past weekend, these games, we were seeing Lulu bans. Like, I get Lulu's insanely strong because of her polymorph. I mean, her polymorph literally takes you out of the game. It's almost like Renata. She's coming out in this next patch. It's kind of like her ultimate. Literally takes you out of the game, but
that thing is wide. That thing takes a whole lane.
Huge.
Yeah, that's massive.
I looked at it. The Chem Fog. Now, this is when she first came out on PvE, and I got to test her. I don't know if they changed the range or not. They probably have. But when I first played her on PvE, her ultimate went from one side of river to the other. Like, if you're standing at mid lane river bush, and you ult, it goes the whole way to bot lane. The whole way to bot lane. It was massive. I don't think it's that long anymore, but She had the longest ultimate in the game. It was longer than Vex ult.
Well, no, you got global ults, but yeah.
But like non-globals.
Yeah, but she had the longest range.
It's insane.
It's longer than a Xerath fully charged Q. It is longer than a Vex ultimate, which is pretty damn far.
No, Xerath's ult's probably farther.
Ooh, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about ones that are straight line, Trent. Like I said, Vex goes in a straight line.
Senna goes in a straight line.
Well, if you think about it, though, you can cast a bunch of Teemo shrooms in a straight line and then run away. Somebody hits them. That's. See, I'm finding out how to abuse the system.
But I will say, when I played Renata, just to do a quick tangent here. Yeah, she has a
always on a
broken ass
tangent.
kit. She has a broken ass kit, but she is actually very underwhelming.
Oh, looks like she's gonna be a top laner.
She is very, very underwhelming to play, and the reason as to why her cooldowns are insanely long.
I think there's a reason for that.
Rank 1 ultimate, I think it's like 3 minutes. It's on a 3-minute cooldown. It's nuts. Her Q, I think it's her Q or her W. So her Q is the kind of like the hook hand that goes out and it initially roots somebody. If you hit a champion with it or like a minion and you root something, you can then recast it to just kind of literally like just bump them, to literally just move them a smidge. And if that smidge, if you move whatever a smidge and it hits a champion, then that's when it's done. That's very, very hard to do because that move distance is insanely short. It's really, really short. It's shorter than a Gale Force dash. Like it's itty bitty.
Oh my god.
So I mean that's really like it's great if you hit it, but the chances of hitting it is like very fucking small. And then her W, which is it's the buff that you throw on like that chem tank machine, either onto an ally or onto
In
yourself,
attack
whatever.
speed.
Yeah, so the active buff, it lasts 5 seconds, rank 1. It lasts 5 seconds, rank 1. You get like 30% extra attack speed and movement speed. And then if your ally dies with that buff on, then that's when they become zombified. And it's instant. There's no revive like Guardian Angel or anything. It's instant. The thing is, though, it's on like a 30 to 40 second cooldown, rank 1. And it's not even something you max. You actually max your E because it has the shortest cooldown. But rank 1 E, it has like a 20-second cooldown. Her cooldowns are insanely high. So I honestly, when I was playing her, her passive is literally just a built-in Imperial Mandate. But you still build Imperial Mandate on her anyway because then you get that bonus. So you actually get 12% increase bonus damage on champs that you hit once you have Imperial Mandate. But it's not even, you don't even build it for that reason. It's just the ability haste. You build ability haste items on her because her cooldowns are so high. But I will say, if you hit a 5-man ulti and the enemy team has like a Master Yi or a Viego or an auto attack 80 carry like Lucian or Vayne, it is nasty.
You just sit back and eat some popcorn, just watch them kill each other.
When they go berserk, the enemy team gains bonus attack speed. So they attack each other faster with it. So, but I will say, playing against it, that ultimate is very, very easy to move out of the way. I mean, it's like basically like a fog that rolls through. It's pretty slow. It's nothing like Janna's new tornadoes, where as soon as you throw them down, they're like instantaneous. It's pretty slow.
Like a Maokai
ult. It's kind of like Morgana Q. It's pretty slow. Like you can easily dodge it. The only thing is that its area of effect is so wide. So if you're in the middle, you just stand still because you're gonna get hit.
So
or you got a flash. It's just one of those things.
Can you flash through it?
You can flash out of it, but I mean, as if you get hit by it, you automatically lose control of your character. So you have to like, if it's coming towards you, you have to flash out of it to miss it. But if you get hit,
So
with
you
it,
can't flash out of it if you're in it.
No, you lose 100% control of your character. You might also take your hands off the keyboard because you can't do.
Oh, good. It's a good time for me to get up and get a drink then, because my ass is gonna be dead.
The thing is, it's really short. It's only like 2 seconds or like a second and a half. Level 1.
It's still enough to turn a fight, though.
Oh yeah.
Obviously.
Because that's a second and a half that they can't do anything, and you can just put more damage out.
You hit a 5-man auto. It's literally a 10v0.
Yeah. So, and what's neat is how the targeting system works with it. So, the berserk. So, a berserk enemy will prioritize their ally teammates first. Then it's neutral objectives like minions, dragon, baron, etc. Then it is
Allied champs.
then it's allied champs. Then it's you. So you're at the very bottom of that priority list with it. When it comes to the berserk auto attack feature.
Looks like I'm gonna be playing it.
It works. I'm super excited to play her as soon as she comes out this next week, but I know it's not gonna happen.
In the latest episode
it's gonna
of
be
Trent's Can It Jungle.
Yeah. Also, I tested that. No, it cannot. It sucks. We FF15 on the PvE. It's that bad.
I know Trent made Silver Jungle. I mean, kind of work.
It works if I win.
It works if you win. That's fair.
But
So that means that Yone Jungle does not work. But
Yeah.
Lux does.
so that's it for our tangent there. That's my bad. But
That was a long ass tangent.
shit. Not as long
We
as
did
you're
a
talking about your points.
full lap.
That tangent didn't
We're gonna
take
roll back.
that long, okay? My
Anyway,
master course
last
is more
thing.
important.
The last thing though, actually we're still good on time. We're only at 53 minutes. So
Well, before we get to that, I wanna do a quick trivia question before we go.
Alright.
Well, okay. True or false?
Okay.
Vex and Zeri were picked in the same game on the same team. True or false?
Which for LCS?
No, for LEC.
True.
Ooh,
Vex
yeah, true.
and Zeri were picked on the same team?
Yep.
I believe it was because I think I watched
Why
that
would-
game.
Why
Well,
would
there
you
you go.
ask us that?
Why would I ask you that exactly? Astralis. 0-9 Astralis picks Vex and Zeri and hard smashes 9-0 Rogue.
Yeah. That was
We,
today.
we talked about Vex and it made me think about
That
Vex.
was today.
Also, we got to see Zeri mid for Fnatic.
Mhm.
Or no, it wasn't
I didn't-
Fnatic.
I
It was
didn't watch that
XL.
game. I did not watch
It was
that one.
XL versus Vitality. Nuke Duck was on it. But yeah,
LEC
Astralis.
Twitter was mad.
I literally saw the perfect team comp today, and I just wanted to touch it before we go to picks. Astralis had White Knight in top lane on Graves. Zanzara had Jarvan jungle.
Okay.
Dejor had Vex mid, and then Kabi and Promise Q had Zeri Leona. Disgusting team.
That's a lot of lockdown.
Yeah,
You
it
got
was
Jarvan,
such an
Leona
insane team.
stun, Leona ult.
hmm
You got Vex ult with the fear. That's a lot of lockdown.
Yeah, like I love watching Rogue, but seeing that comp smash them was just like, oh,
Honestly,
I couldn't.
if
I
we're
couldn't.
talking LEC, Rogue is probably my favorite team. I have to say Rogue's my favorite.
I'd say XL,
XL.
mostly because I love Finn. I fucking love Finn.
Wasn't
That dude
he
is
on
so awesome.
CLG
Yes, he was, and he
last year
sucked
or the
really
year
bad.
before? I would say
It was last
kinda
year.
Dog shit.
He was my top laner in one of my season victories.
Yeah, shut up.
So
Yeah,
one
don't worry,
thing,
you'll be losing.
I do want to go ahead and move over to our predictions, which I have them pulled up on screen now for you guys. So, I mean, when we're looking at this here, so let's just focus on tomorrow real quick. So, LEC, or not LEC, Jesus, LCS, my bad. Tomorrow, first game at 4:30, it's Dignitas versus EG. I just want to go through one at a time here. I think, so my pick here is Dan, so if you want to maybe record
Already
this.
on it.
Okay. I'm saying Dignitas is winning.
Ooh.
Hey, I
I'm
can't
saying
see this.
Dignitas is winning tomorrow against EG. Vicky, how about you? What do you think? Dig or EG?
EG's winning.
EG's winning. Okay. Trent, how about you? Dig or EG?
What did everybody else say?
I said Dig. Vicky said EG.
I think. Oof. I think.
Pick one. Holy fuck.
I think Dig.
Dig's winning. Okay. Dan, how about you?
Well, the brothers are going at it together because I'm going EG.
Oh, okay. Alright, next game. It is 100 Thieves versus Immortals. Should we just skip this one, or we all picking 100 Thieves?
100 Thieves.
100
Yeah.
Thieves. Alright, Dan, you 100 Thieves as well?
Immortal. No, I'm going 100 Thieves.
Okay, so this next game, I'm really excited for this one. Not just because I'm wearing my official Team Liquid jersey or anything, but this next game, it's actually the middle of the game, or yeah, game 3. It's Cloud9, Church 9 rather, versus Team Liquid.
Can I like not pick for this one?
Well, just as of right now, just to clarify, Cloud9's 2-0, Team Liquid is 1-1.
Who do I have on my team?
Realistically, Dan, I'm thinking it's Cloud9's gonna win, but I'm still sticking with TL. I'm saying TL for the win. But Church 9, I can just feel it. There's gonna be a weird ass pick that they're gonna use to secure the win. That's my prediction, but in terms of official prediction for podcast, I'm saying TL. Vicky, we putting you down for Church 9?
Of course, I'm part of that congregation right there, buddy.
Okay.
The blabber and the bunch.
Trent, how about you? Church 9 or Team Liquid?
I don't know.
Well, just
I think I'm going TL just because I want Hansama to do better than Fish.
Okay.
He's back on the fantasy.
I know.
Dude,
And
hey, went off that and I won 8 out of 2, so I'm okay.
Dan, how about you?
I don't think C9's gonna do the wacky mid picks because they're going against Bjerg. I think
Who
they're
picked
gonna try to
Zillion?
do.
They
I
picked
think
Zillion.
they could. But TL's gonna have to change their name after this game to TW because they're getting the win.
All right. Next game, Golden Guardians versus CLG. I'm screw it. I'm saying CLG's winning. CLG. Vicky, how about you?
You know what? I'm going for the underdog in this one. Going for Golden.
Okay. Trent, how about you? CLG or EG?
I personally don't care. I just want Golden Guardians to win.
So you're going Golden Guardians as well, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. Dan, how about you?
You're going solo on this one, Tyler. Golden Guardians.
Seriously?
I hope Tyler does not win just because.
Golden Guardians hasn't won a game yet, I don't think.
Yeah, they
It's
did.
okay.
Did they not?
No.
Well,
They're
underdogs.
0-2.
Underdogs.
But CLG is also 0-2. So, then last game is FlyQuest versus TSM.
Blackwest.
FlyQuest.
Really? I'm saying TSM.
Ooh.
I'm actually with Tyler on that one. I'm going
Saying
TSM as
TSM.
well.
Nope, FlyQuest because I have Aftermove.
FlyQuest because I have mid laner. I switched my mid laner.
So we got 2 and 2 on this one.
Two different picks, right? It's the last two games, right?
I think the only game that we have all had together was the 100 Thieves game against Immortals.
Well, that one's easy. Yeah.
That's yeah. That's
That one's gonna be a stomp.
Hey, we all thought that with TL versus what was it?
That's actually
And that
why
was
I'm more interested in Sunday's games. So for Sunday, first game, what do you guys? So first game, it's Immortals versus Cloud9. Church 9's winning that one. How about you, Vicky? You under the Church 9 congregation?
We're going to church.
Trent, you going to church too?
Sunday,
wait,
it's a blessed
Cloud
day.
9 and who?
Immortals.
Oh yeah,
for
Church
Sunday.
9.
Dan, you hopping on this bandwagon here for church?
I gotta get my suit out.
All right, Church 9.
I can't go to church underdressed.
Sunday's best, man. Sunday's best.
best. They're playing on Sunday. Second game of the day, it's TSM versus Golden Guardians. I'm saying TSM. I think we can all agree there. I don't know. Vicky's kind of the oddball one out. Vicky, you thinking Golden Guardians that one?
You know what? If they win Saturday, I'm going for them on Sunday.
Okay, but prediction-wise, as of
Prediction-wise, Golden Guardian
for Sunday.
for Sunday.
Okay.
Because
okay.
I believe that they're gonna win on Saturday, and that's gonna give me faith that they're gonna win on Sunday.
Okay.
You're funny. You're
Trent,
funny.
how about
TSM.
you? TSM. Dan, how about you?
You're the oddball out. TSM.
That's
Okay.
fine. And that's why I'm
excited
number one
for
right
this
now.
game. So both Saturday, Sunday, Game 3 is kind of like the games to watch, I would say. Because Sunday it's EG versus 100 Thieves.
Oh,
I'm saying 100 Thieves.
who's on EG? Who's the jungler?
Inspired.
Who's the jungler on 100?
Closer.
Closer.
Yeah, screw closer.
You saying EG?
Dan has won so many games. No, EG.
Okay.
He's going back
Vicky,
to fantasy.
How about you?
Dude, fantasy determines games.
I don't
It's
care about
rough.
fantasy right now. I would just want to know your guys' opinions with
It's
matchups.
rough, like, because both teams are strong. Closer is a strong jungler,
I mean, Inspired's just an animal.
each, yeah, and this is kind of tough right now,
Why are you
but
guys thinking jungle is like the most important?
because jungle goes everywhere. Like, if you get a good gank, if you just
That's
get
the
a good
most
support
broken
from
role.
jungle, like,
Top
all
lane.
shut up.
mean,
You know
to
what?
be
But
fair,
I'm
if
going to
we-
give it. I'm gonna give it to 100 Thieves.
You are 100 Thieves as well? Okay.
I'm gonna go 100 Thieves.
So
Not
Trent's
very
on
often
EG.
I see. Not very often I see eye to eye with Trent. But I'm going EG as well.
Oh, okay. Dude, this next week's episode is going to be a banger with all these different picks. Game 4, though, I think we can all agree Team Liquid is going to stomp. It's Team Liquid versus FlyQuest.
Nope. Oh wait,
Yeah.
not TL. TL. I want Han Sama to carry. TL.
So yeah, that's what I said. I think we can all agree TL
No.
is going to win.
No. I'm going for FlyQuest.
Vicky, I know you hate TL, but like, come on, you gotta be realistic
No,
here in some
I-
of these picks.
Listen here. I thought last week I was not gonna be the winner. Last week I came out the winner. Where I'm gonna go with this random weird ass train that I'm hopped on, and I'm gonna go for FlyQuest.
Are you really gonna think TL's gonna go 1-3?
Yeah, you're kind of stupid.
Well,
Yeah.
study.
Trolling?
Trolls have fun.
FlyQuest doesn't have time to study. They're too busy planting trees.
True.
What do you mean study?
They're gonna study. They're gonna study this,
So-
okay?
Alright, so
I have
Vicky's
faith.
obviously the
Yeah.
odd one
Faith.
out for this
I
one,
have
right?
faith.
What they're gonna have to do is they're gonna have to study that defeat screen. They're
They're
gonna
gonna
get
look-
on Sunday.
Now they're
Okay.
gonna,
They
they're
gotta
gonna
learn
study
about
the
the
amount
other
of
colors
gray
of the
screen.
rainbow, 'cause
It's
they're
okay.
used to the gray screen.
I will send you a message on Sunday when they do win, and I'll be like, you want to hop on that train too? There's one more ticket for this weird train.
Vicky,
I don't know.
if
It's
FlyQuest
gonna be
wins- If FlyQuest wins against TL on Sunday, I will personally gift you $50 worth of RP. That is how confident I am.
That's how.
Well, there's our bet for the week, ladies and gentlemen.
Right there. So, Dan, you're TL, right?
For TL.
Alright. So
You're
yeah,
nuts,
Vicky's an
Tyler.
odd one out.
I hope TL gets smashed.
No. No, you don't want that. 2 of your players are on TL.
I could care less.
That's
It'd be so
40% of
funny.
your team.
It'd
The
be so
40% of
funny.
my team.
Aphromoo will get 9. He'll get 180 points if they lose.
Last game though, last game of the day, it is let me see here. It's CLG versus Dignitas. What are we thinking there?
Dignitas.
Dignitas.
Dan, how about you? You on Dig as well, or?
Now you see an eye to eye.
I'm saying Dig, so.
Going as hard as you want, but you're jumping on that train.
Dig, alright. So, cool.
Everybody's got Dig.
Dan is finally seeing that like
The
my
light.
eyeballs are pretty good.
The
The
what?
light.
My eyes are pretty good.
Alright, so. Are there any games this weekend that you are excited to watch?
All of Saturday.
Trent's saying all of Saturday. Okay.
I think all of Saturday's good. Yeah, because you have.
Yeah, but there's like, of course, there's that one game that's like the mid-game week that's gonna be the most like hyped up right now, and which is
sure.
on.
Well, it's
D9
gonna be
TL or
Cloud9 versus TL. I'd say it's probably the most hyped. Although
Or
maybe-
EGC9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
And
it's-
then has a very rough week this week.
But you know what? I'm still actually looking forward to like, you know, Golden Guardians and like those type of games. Like, you know, last Saturday was like a back and forth game. Like it was really good to watch. Like we were just like glued to the TV or glued to the screen, just like when the hell is this game gonna end? Who's gonna take the next Baron? Who's gonna take Elder? Who's gonna take Dre? Like it was just back and forth. Like it was actually pretty fun, and
Yeah.
that's what kept me watching the whole entire thing that Saturday.
Looking at
My
the
bold
schedule-
prediction.
Who does TL play besides C9 on
They
Saturday?
play C9 and FlyQuest.
Trent, these are all best
And
of ones.
Yeah, I know.
So they
I said Saturday, but like I meant Sunday. Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, it's.
Needs to
Cloud9
sleep.
and Flex.
Get him a pumpkin.
I mean, you
Dude,
can
I don't
really
have
pull up the
it.
schedule.
Yeah.
But I mean, in terms of the games
I'm
that
co-
I'm
I'm
most
comfy.
excited for, specifically
comfy.
tomorrow, I'm excited for the Dig versus Evil Genius game. That's the start at 4:30.
That's gonna be a good game.
Nope.
Great game.
And then I'm actually excited for, obviously, the TL game, just because I'm a fan of TL. I think FlyQuest versus TSM is going to be pretty decent, but I feel like
Yeah.
TSM is still going to come out on top.
Nope.
Sunday's games, though, I am actually really looking forward to the EG versus 100 Thieves game. That one's
You know what?
probably
Yeah.
the most excited for Sunday.
Yeah.
Nope.
TL versus FlyQuest. TL's gonna
That'll-
stomp.
Nope. That's my favorite game.
TSM's
Because
gonna
I get to
stomp
watch my points go up.
Guardians. Cloud9's obviously gonna beat Immortals, and Dignitas is beating CLG. So I mean, the ones that are closest, I'd have to say it's gonna be that EG versus 100 Thieves game. I don't know.
I
Really-
differ
what
on
about
that one
you? Oh, okay. For
for
Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay.
For Sunday, so as much as I've loved watching LCS over the years, I am actually looking to the CLG Dig game because those are two very, very historic orgs in NA. So it's like you see a lot of these newer teams. Like, yeah, TSM is around, but they're playing Gold Guardians, who's a newer team. Cloud9's playing Immortals, who's a
Dude, I'm playing.
relatively newer team, but like you get the two OG orgs going at it, and that's what I'm looking forward to. But then, yeah, same thing for Saturday, C9 TL, easy.
I'm just looking forward to that 70-minute FlyQuest TL game where I get like 80 points no matter what. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's about it here for all I had to talk about.
What?
Any last minute things you guys want to chat about here? Like I said, honestly I think the games this weekend are going to be a lot better than what they were last weekend.
What are you talking about? The games last weekend were still like pretty
They're
good.
still
They were still
good,
juicy.
but I mean, there was
That-
like maybe
the
2 or
Fly
3
Quest-
out of the whole weekend that were really worth watching. The rest were kind of all
The-
stomps.
The most enjoyable game was probably the FlyQuest CLG one.
That game was nuts.
Last week, yeah, that
Dang,
one
it was
really
hilarious.
good.
They gave a Gwen a free lane, but then somehow Karma top wins. I don't
Wasn't
like
it
it.
Karma top with Smite?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the cheese pig. Yeah.
I was freaking out. I shut off my Twitch. I just didn't want to watch it.
Shit. Oh, you missed like 4 drops that game then, because I was watching that on LOL Esports.
Also,
yeah, I
got
didn't get to watch
4
it on the
masterwork chests from that game. It was nutty.
You suck. I'm gonna put my
with that game going so long, that's actually what gave Trent a lot of Afro points.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
why I
right.
want the TL FlyQuest needs to go like 80 minutes,
Because
and
he
then I'll have
last
good
picked his
points.
support, and he's like, guys, I don't know who to pick. I'm like, well, that's why I picked poor JJ first, because there's not a whole lot of good supports.
Huh? You know what's funny? I don't remember seeing Core play.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm still winning. I'm still winning games.
Listen here, I picked the Biofrost, and
Still
that was the
winning
best
games.
decision I ever did.
With an
I was really
academy
thinking about picking Bio.
support. But
Well, you
to
know
be
what?
fair, Dan
Fuck you,
did
Trent.
say it. Dan did say it correctly last week. Aya is 100%. He's an LCS support. 100%. He's subbing in for Core right now. Core isn't even scrimming. He's not even doing solo queue right now.
If Core JJ was not the support for Team Liquid, Area would be instantly. That dude is so insane.
And the fact that he's still under Academy is kind of nuts. Like, how did
It's criminal.
nobody pick him? I guarantee you, after this split, it
Oh.
100% some other team's gonna try and pick him up.
Oh yeah.
Unless TL gets rid of Core JJ, and I highly doubt that, because even the CEO or co-owner of TL said Core JJ is one of the base founders of Team Liquid, is basically how it was. I think Core is now like a co-owner, a TL or something like that. I seen.
I think Core's also, at least as of now, the longest standing member on TL.
He is also the spokesperson for Team Liquid for the Players Association. I did see that.
Yep.
So that's cool.
Yep, because before Core,
I think it was Jay.
well, whenever Impact left for Evil Geniuses, Impact was the last standing member. So it's funny because when TL won spring of 2019,
Mhm.
everybody on that roster is gone.
Mm-hmm.
We had Impact, you had Xmithy, Pobelter, Double Lift, and Ole.
Yeah.
And then Ole leaves, they get Core JJ. Now out of the summer 2019 split, only Core JJ remains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, didn't Double Lift switch from TL to TSM?
It was CLG,
Mm.
then he went to TSM, then he went to TL for the TSM loaned Double Lift for a couple weeks for the promotion tournament, and then he went back to TSM, and then he went to TL permanently, and then he went back to TSM,
And then he retired.
and then he retired, and now
There's
he
a-
does a podcast.
And he still does stream on Twitch and make YouTube content.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like a content creator. I don't think he's part of an org anymore, right? Like he's
No.
not part of
No,
TL org or anything.
Nope,
Mm.
or
Which-
TSM. Nope.
I know there's a lot of beef between TSM and Double Lift for whatever reason.
Well,
I don't know why.
It goes a little bit deeper due to, I think it's the president of the league operations, Lena, is Double Lift's girlfriend, and also happens to be the ex-girlfriend of TSM owner Reginald.
Much drama.
Mm,
I know League is drama, but
Dramas.
I mean,
Oh, it's
when
fun.
you really think about it, and you look at like the history between the teams and League of Legends, you have no idea how big of a clique that really.
oh
is.
yeah, it is.
Like,
Big time.
it's insane. Like, this person's related to this person, or this person's cousins with this, and I'm like, holy shit! You can make a conspiracy theory out of this in like a week, just because
Dan,
of all
start
the
working on
different
it.
backstory and whatnot. Like, oh, this
Dan is
person
gonna have
dated
all
this
the
person,
information. He's gonna have charts and everything explaining this theory.
But so Double Lift's girlfriend works for Riot, is that right?
No, she works for TSM.
She works for works for TSA.
I think she's the president of League Operations.
Which is
Yeah,
weird.
that's
You
a.
would think the TSM owner would have like fired her or whatever.
So
They
there is
did.
a guy who does his own podcast. His name's Thorin.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, Thorin's done a lot of videos based around the Lena, Reginald, Double F, TSM conflict of interest.
So is Travis Gafford.
Yeah, Thorin's a very. I don't know if you've ever watched really any of his videos.
I do. I
But
like him. He's out of the loop. So he
he's-
looks at it from an
he's
outsider perspective.
He's very to the point. He's very raw. He doesn't care if he's hurting your feelings. He tells you exactly how it is. Now, Travis, he kind of tiptoes the line, but he's also still a fantastic,
Because he has
fantastic league
friends with
coverage.
Riot. He has
Right.
friends in all the leagues. He
Thorin's
gets-
got no ties with anybody.
No. And Travis
So,
is sponsored.
If
and-
you piss in the wind in a League of Legends stadium, Thorin's going to call you out on it. That's just how it is.
Yeah,
But
that'd be funny.
You just see Core JJ out there, and he's like, "All right, Core, listen, you peed in the wind, okay? We're gonna
Yeah.
make it known."
Yeah, if Thorin walked by Core JJ and said, "Hey, Core," and Core didn't respond, you bet your ass within the day,
Exactly.
Thorin's going to have a video about
There's
it.
a video
and a
or a
tweet.
tweet.
Oh, yeah, and it's going to be followed by an hour and a half discussion. That man is relentless, but he got to where he was because he is.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Last topic here, real quick. This is just one, or not even a topic, just a quick question, because we're at an hour.
Another tangent.
We're at an hour and 20. I don't give a fuck. It's already late. Do you think there's gonna be any weird picks this weekend?
I don't know. We got LS teaching Cloud9 some church history, monastery stuff.
Amen.
I got.
Praise.
For all I know, I think I might as well just pick Fiddlesticks mid.
Honestly, that's
As-
not a bad one you could have come up with. That's fairly decent.
I want to see some different jungler picks. Honestly.
Oh, no. We're gonna go back to.
Yeah,
We're gonna go
jungle or
back to
mid?
season
Jungle or
11,
mid?
whenever Lee Sin was mid lane, and that's gonna be my mid lane.
But to be fair, Lee Sin mid and top was a thing way before that. It
Yeah.
just got nerfed pretty heavily because they're like, no, we want Lee to only be in the jungle.
They need to bring back Skardner. I kind of missed that champ roaming
He's getting
around.
Rework. So they're gonna buff him in the next patch. He's gonna be OP for the year, like how Udyr was. So just
Yeah.
wait, Skarner's coming.
The Udyr rework
Really?
is disgusting looking.
It's awesome. I'm hyped.
I like the animations. It's
Dan's
so
really
good.
quiet here. What are you thinking of, Dan? Are you thinking of a weird cheese pick?
Dan and his bubbles.
I don't think it's gonna be a cheat. No, I was actually pulling something else up that I wanted to show you after the podcast. But actually, I think it's gonna be.
Oh,
I think we'll see Zeri mid. I think that'll be pretty much it.
we're gonna see Soraka mid. Calling it.
Well,
We already saw Soraka.
already
Uh,
saw it. So can you really call it a cheese pick if it worked last week
Yeah.
and you see it
Man.
again?
Well, Zeri didn't say
Guys.
Zeri mid worked, right?
It worked in LEC. We haven't seen it in LCS yet, though.
We're gonna see a Karma mid with Smite and
we also
Exhaust.
did see Zeri top. We did see Zeri top in LEC, but that went bad. That went bad.
Guys, let's just let them bring back Silver, man. I kind of miss her. Like, we need to bring her back into the loop. She has been out of the loop for a very long time.
Not just player jungle.
Hey, I you know
Jungle
what?
Silver works.
Trent played
I would do
Jungle
it.
Silver last night.
Figures were
Why?
completely awful.
Although I will say my cheese pick, and 100% it's a cheese pick. Especially if it's like a Soraka or something up top.
Garen jungle.
Nope, Warwick top.
That's
That is not
Warwick
gonna
top.
happen.
people do
It's
that.
not gonna happen.
Oof.
Tyler, if you see that this weekend, you get $100.
Damn, right?
I don't
Riot
think it's
points,
gonna happen,
$100.
but if all the cheese packs that I can think of, I'm saying Warwick top.
This is why I'm just staying quiet over here.
Because
Ari
money's
support.
gonna be
Let's
thrown
go.
around some way or another.
Opening your mouth on a podcast, it's gonna cost somebody.
Yeah.
Ari support.
I can see it.
I don't think we're playing with the rework this weekend, right? No, because that just came out.
No.
No rework, no.
No. So that'll probably be next week.
Still,
no.
Ari support.
Well, no, it's on 12/3.
So yeah, maybe we. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, Ari's out. The reworked Ari's out.
And it is awesome. I love. It's fantastic. But
I hate that champ.
I love that champ.
Play it jungle.
Ari's
Guys,
fantastic.
I think the cheese
You'll see
pick,
it tonight. We're playing
The
our
cheese-
jungle.
the cheese pick
We're spamming lots.
for
or-
mid.
At least I
Well-
am.
He is a mid laner. We're going back to Vel'Koz. We need to bring Vel'Koz back.
I hate Volkos.
I actually
Okay.
really like Vel'Koz.
Vel'Koz was actually the
We're gonna
second champ I learned.
We're gonna see Xerath top.
Seraph top. He ain't gonna do shit. He's so tanky.
You know what? We're gonna see Tryndamere AD carry.
Oh,
All right. Yep.
Alright, there's the cheese picks.
Preach.
Alright,
Preach.
guys. Any closing arguments here before we get off?
TL
Yeah.
suck.
My predictions are gonna be 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Alright.
My prediction is that Trent's not gonna be 10 out of 10.
My prediction is that you will lose against Tyler.
My prediction is I'm still gonna win this week.
No, you won't.
I'm gonna say I'll go 7 out of 10 on predictions.
Oh, I'm
Who do
going,
you
I'm going
out of-
6 out of 10.
out of matchups? Who do you guys think's gonna win? So like Tyler versus Dan, Vicky versus other guy, me versus Fish. Oh yeah, you versus butt stuffs.
Oh, who has the most points this week?
No, like just who wins against those.
Based on matchups, yeah. So out of all of us, who is gonna have the most points? Well, Vicky
It's
had the
gonna
most
be
points last
me.
week. I think it will be. I hate to say it, but I think it's gonna be Dan.
You're taking Dan out of the toilet bowl?
I think Dan's gonna kick my
Resurgence.
ass this week. Yeah, I honestly do. I have yet to beat him.
My resurgence is coming.
Yeah, I think Dan's gonna have the most points. If my picks and bans don't work out, if I don't work out and we just go off base points, yeah, he's gonna win.
You're going against Dan. I think he got your picks. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, like if I can't ban his picks, I think I lose.
Well, I'm gonna pick Annie for every champion.
Annie for every champ. You know what's funny? That's actually my pick for Buick this weekend.
What?
I know it's not.
Yes, it is. I looked.
No, it's gonna
it
be
really?
it's gonna be Zillion.
Yes, I looked.
Well, I mean, even if it is Annie, and like I even if I ban it,
The only reason
doesn't
why
matter.
Annie Buick has been playing a lot of Annie on CQ. On Champions Q. That's the only reason why I switched it. It was Zillion. It's
Possible.
now Annie. He's been playing a lot of Annie.
well,
Really hope.
just know that if he picks Annie, you're gonna get points for it because I'm not gonna
You're
waste
not
a ban on
banning.
Annie. I am not wasting a ban on Annie.
So,
Hell no.
alright,
Hey,
guys.
Who do you guys think's gonna win against like Vicky and butt stuff and me versus Fish?
I think Trent's gonna lose against Fish. Vicky, I'm gonna have to say she's gonna lose.
You don't believe in the Hansami salami.
No,
You just don't believe.
no, because the
Well, you-
Mr. Fish's team's pretty gross, and so is Nunu's.
Mine's better.
So
I'll say.
yeah, but
I'd say you're
if
both gonna lose.
If Hansama loses, then you.
I'll
lose.
I'll see you whenever you lose the champion. All right, you're gonna lose the championship.
Alright.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys.
Actually-
Thank you guys all again for hanging out this late in the evening. I do appreciate it. But yeah, I'm excited for next week because we're gonna have a shit ton of stuff to talk about next week. So I don't know. We'll think about it. Maybe next week will be a 2-hour special. I don't know. We'll also have to see.
Lord.
We'll sleep
Alright,
halfway
though.
through it.
Thank you guys all again for hanging out. I appreciate it. Have a fantastic rest of you guys' night. See y'all. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Again, keep tuned to next week. As always, look at the socials. They're right there on the screen. Again, we really are excited for LCS. It's finally back. I can't wait. Really excited to see the games this weekend. There are quite a few different games that I am really, really looking forward to. So yeah. Come on, hang out. Watch the games. It's going to be a blast. So, as always, if you guys think of any questions you have in the comments, or questions you think of, or any suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help. So yeah, thank you guys all again. Have a good one.